Eid Mubarak. Hi, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, and in this segment, I'm going to be going over some of the meanings of what happens in the Holy Festival and when it ends. This year, there's always an estimation of when it will end, and this year it actually ended on Wednesday, April 10th. However, there's usually a 3 day celebration where there are certain customs that are observed. So let me go through this. This is actually an article that was written by Al Jazeera. This is a news station that I often watch, and thought that this was interesting. Here's an explainer on when is Eid al-Fitr and how is it celebrated. Again, this is a 3 day festival that is observed by Muslims across the world. So again, how is it celebrated? Well, it first starts off by sighting right after the new moon. So as a new moon was not sighted on one day, that wasn't considered the end. So after Maghrib prayers, the moon was not sighted. Muslims in Saudi Arabia and neighboring countries will fast one more day, completing 30 days of Ramadan. The first day of Eid will then be celebrated on Wednesday, April 10th. So the first day of Eid is determined by the sighting of the crescent moon, marking the start of the month of Shawwal, the 10th month of the Islamic calendar. So I'm going to be sharing some pictures as well. Lunar months last between 29 and 30 days. Other countries follows independent sightings, and then when the sighting has been verified, Eid is declared on television, radio stations, and at mosques. Here's a picture of Turkey, Istanbul, and this is actually Muslim worshippers preparing for the morning prayer. And how is it celebrated? Well, again, this is usually a 3 day celebration. Usually day celebrations partaking in a prayer service, and these are individuals in the Gaza city that are celebrating Eid al-Fitr. And then, of course, what you say a lot of times is Allahu Akbar, which is the takbirat. Here's a picture. I thought this was interesting, how it is celebrated. We'll start with something sweet. A lot of times this is considered maybe dates or other types of sweets, and then give and wear new clothes, and also communal prayer early in the day. Sharing gifts is oftentimes done, and then donate to those that are less fortunate. Elderly give children money, called it Eidiyah, and then visiting loved ones. And these are the customs that are usually celebrated and is usually observed. Muslims usually spend the day in visiting relatives and neighbors. Children are dressed in new clothes. Here's some desserts that are observed all throughout the world. So in the Middle East, there's something called mamul. In South Asia, shir kurma, baklava in Turkey, amala with evedu in Nigeria, tufahija in Bosnia, and pastilla, Morocco. Here's another picture from Syria, and this is actually in the Idlib province. Here's another picture from Srinagar, which is located in India, and you see the henna on the hand of this individual. And this was quite a spectacle in Ahmedabad, the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. And this is tragic, actually, to take a look at how this market looked in 2023 before the war. And it's filled with dried fruit, dates in the Al Zawiya market. And the picture here is after the same place, after the war, and everything's decimated and destroyed. Um, the most common greeting is Eid Mubarak. And here's some Eid greetings in different languages, and then this concludes with some of the celebrations that are observed in memory of Eid al-Fitr. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.